Well, it's been my first year on YouTube and it's been quite a journey. Lots of trial and error. I've achieved my goals. I've got some other bonuses that I didn't even expect. But after working with some of the top channels on YouTube and learning their secrets, finally my growth started to explode. And now I just wish I would have known these sooner. So in this video, I'm going to explain what these 5 tips are and how you can use them to grow super fast on YouTube in 2020. So stay tuned. All right, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, my name is Mark Moss. I mostly talk about business, investing, and success. I like to share all that on this channel. I mostly talk about investing, but I like to talk about business as well. And YouTube has been a really big piece of that. YouTube is what I've used to grow my business over the last year, and it's brought me massive success in my business. More success than I ever would have imagined, and I only wish, 1, I would have started sooner, and 2, I wish I would have learned all these tips and tricks a lot sooner instead of having to learn the slow, long, hard way. But I'm going to give you the tips so you don't have to learn the long, slow, hard way. But I use YouTube in my business to do 2 things. 1, I use it to generate leads and sales. We're going to talk about that. But I also now, finally, I'm starting to use it for passive income, which I love. That's money that comes in on the side without having to do any work for it. But I started my channel about a year ago. And it's been quite a journey, and what's funny about it is when I started the channel a year ago, I didn't want to. I didn't want to start a channel, and what happened is I had a business partner. My business partner had a YouTube channel, and he wanted me to come on his channel and do some videos with him, and I didn't want to do it, but I finally said, okay, I'll do that. And what was funny is after I did a couple of videos with him and I saw the feedback, and I felt good about it. I liked it. It was fun. And so I like doing videos. So I started doing videos regularly on his channel. And after a little bit of time, he said, you know what? I don't want you doing videos on my channel anymore. I think you should have your own channel. And I said, well, I don't want my own channel. I don't care about that. I'm happy just doing them on your channel. And he said, no, you need to get your own channel. And so I did. So I was kind of forced into it. But in hindsight, it was really, really good thing. So I started my own channel just over a year ago, and I managed to grow it from 0, which getting off 0 is pretty difficult, to over 33,000 subscribers in a year, thanks to people like you that are watching this video right now. And so I want to explain this journey, how I did it, how I achieved success, how much money we made, and the tips that you can do to grow the same way. Now, like anything new, it's weird at first. It feels weird, and it's hard, and it's bumpy, and progress is super, super slow. So if you've never done a particular sport, for example, I surf, right? So let's say you've never surfed before. Well, the first time that you try to get a surfboard and lay on it and paddle it would feel really, really awkward. But the more that you do it, the easier it feels and so forth. And so everything's about the same, so YouTube is no different than that. At first it starts really slow, at first it feels awkward. I started doing videos just from my webcam. At first I got hung up on, well, I don't know what camera to use, I don't know what lights to use, I don't know what audio to use, and at the end I just started using my webcam, and that was it. And I would just superimpose myself on the bottom, and I would do slides. And then for the last year, I've been doing them all off of my cell phone. And just now, over the last couple of weeks, I started doing them with a high-end camera. So now I finally upgraded a camera. If you want to know more about my camera, my studio, I spent about $5,000 to upgrade all that. But just a couple of weeks ago, after a year of doing that, and shout out just real quick, if you guys are watching this and let's say that you do any kind of video editing and you think you can help make my YouTube videos better from editing, I'd love to hear from you. Send me an email, info@marketdisruptors.io, or leave a message in the comments down below. I'd love to get some help with editing these things, make them look better, because that's the one piece that I'm still really missing. But it started slow, and getting that first 100 subscribers, 200 subscribers was very difficult. Getting 1,000 subscribers, 5,000 subscribers, and you start hitting these milestones. But now here we are. Last month, I added over 5,000 subscribers just in the last 28 days alone. So you can see how it starts to really pick up steam. And last month, in the last 28 days, I've made over $2,000 just in ad revenue alone. Now, that sounds like pretty good numbers, 5,000 subs a month, $2,000. But again, in the beginning, it didn't start that way. It started out really, really slow. But for me, like I was saying in the beginning, I use my YouTube channel as a way to generate leads for my business. So getting ad revenue, money that shows up in the ads that play in between while I'm talking to you, sorry about that. That wasn't really my goal. And as a matter of fact, because it wasn't my goal, I didn't even turn monetization on my channel for probably the first 6 or 7 months that I had it. And I was just using YouTube to generate leads. So what I would do is talk about a particular topic, and you've probably seen me do this, talk about a particular topic, and then I would have a supplemental training, maybe a report, a guide, a tool, and just in the description I'd say, hey, download this free report, this free guide, this free tool, giving it away for free, just additional training to what I was talking about in the video. And I'll do that on this video. So in the description down below, there will be a link that if you want to learn how to duplicate my success on YouTube, I'm going to have a step-by-step guide that you can get there for free as well. Now, over the last 12 months, the channel has generated over 1.3 million views, which is incredible, 1.3 million views. And it's generated over 30,000 leads that have gone onto my mailing list. And then on my mailing list, I send out weekly news, updates, offers, promotions, and things like that. And then those offers and promotions, they make me a lot of money, right? It's not about trying to push anything on anybody. It's like I'm offering free value here on YouTube. I'm offering even more free value if you want to download my reports and guides for free. If you want to stay on my email list, you can. I provide value every single week there. If you don't, you can opt out. And then once in a while, if I think there's something that could benefit you, I'll offer it to you for sale. And it makes a lot of money, right? And I'd like to talk a lot about passive income. It's my favorite way to earn income, of course. And now all those offers that I send out in my email, that's basically passive income. The money that's coming in on my channel, the YouTube revenue, it's passive income, right? And so my YouTube channel, all these videos are generating leads. Those leads, I'm generating revenue from that. And this could be done for any type of business, any kind of product. It doesn't matter if it's a supplement, a coaching business, you want to sell grandma's cookies, you want to sell your pictures, your photography business, it doesn't matter. Any type of business could be used in this method where you're reaching lots of people through videos, specific videos, giving them additional information to get on the email list, and then presenting them offers. As a rule of thumb, usually if you manage your email list properly and you're sending out good offers, usually one email is worth about $1 a month. So if you have 30,000 emails, it should be producing $20,000, $30,000 a month if you know how to do it properly. Now, back to what I promised you. Here's 5 things that I learned that I wish I would have learned a lot sooner. All right, so the first thing that I learned is that it's never too late. Now, most people think that, shoot, if I didn't start YouTube, years ago, it's too late, it's too saturated, there's too many big speakers in there, and on and on and on. But it's not. It's not too late. Now, there's an old Chinese proverb that I love to say, specifically usually around investing, which is the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. But the second best time is today. And so, yeah, it would have been better if you started YouTube 5 years ago, 10 years ago, whatever, but it's never too late. So what you want to do is just get started, right? The second best time is to start today. Pick an audience, pick a niche. So if you'd like to talk about cars, talk specifically about cars. Maybe a specific type of car, maybe trucks, right? Maybe it's a audience. I like to talk to 18 to 25-year-old boys that are getting out of high school and thinking about college. Or I like to talk to middle-aged women. So maybe you have an audience or you have a niche, and you want to pick that. And the thing is, the reason why it's never too late is because no one's you, right? No one's me. And if I'm out there being authentic and I'm doing my best, no one's like me. No one's going to talk like me. No one's going to have the same angle and approach on these same topics that I do. So no one's me. I'm speaking about these specific topics, and it's just going to grow, right? Video is still growing. As a matter of fact, video is still growing super fast. It's the fastest thing growing, and I believe that as 5G rolls out over the next year, we're going to see video even growing even faster. On YouTube alone, there's over 2 billion monthly active users. 2 billion people just ready to watch your content. There's 30 million daily active users, and 73% of US adults use YouTube. So almost every adult, 3 out of 4 adults are on YouTube, and 35 plus and 55 plus are the fastest growing segments. So it doesn't matter what age segment you're in, they're on there. And then for the young people, there's between 18 to 34, 37% of people in the 18 to 34 range are binge watching. YouTube is the second most visited site, and a third of all internet users go there. So it's growing super fast. The second thing that I learned about YouTube that you need to do is you have to be authentic. And I said that kind of before, but be yourself. Talk about stuff from your own angle. Don't just try to copy what other people are doing, but really care about your audience. So sometimes you just want to start making videos for yourself. Some people think I want to start a vlog. Well, what does a vlog really do for your audience? Your audience doesn't care what you had for breakfast or where you're going on vacation. So every time that I'm making a video, I'm thinking, how can I bring value to the people that are watching? So like on this video, how could I bring value to someone who may want to start a YouTube channel? And I'm giving you 5 tips that I've learned, right? So every video, how could I provide value, care about my audience, make videos for them? I'm making videos for you. And give them something actionable. Every video, I always try to give you something actionable. Like in this one, I'm giving you 5 tips that I wish I would have learned sooner. So it's something that you could write down, take action on. It's super detailed, super simple. And then, like I said, a lot of times I provide free downloads, which I'll give you on this video in the description to help you with even more of the information. So I care about the audience. The third thing is that you need to get views. Now, I know that sounds kind of stupid or simple, but obviously you need to get views, right? So how do you do that? Well, there's a few things. First of all, you want to do this through search engine optimization. So YouTube is a search engine like Google, and that's why it's the best social media platform. If you post on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook, it disappears pretty quickly. But on YouTube, it's a search engine. People go there to learn stuff. They search for stuff, and it can show up for years to come. So find good titles that are search engine optimized. So you can use a tool. I use a tool called TubeBuddy, and you plug it into your browser, and you go into YouTube and just search for things. So how to replace a carburetor on a vehicle, how to cook gluten-free chocolate chip muffins, how to edit photos, how to start YouTube in 2020, right? So you come up with things that people are searching for and name your title that. And then you want to give the title a little bit of curiosity. I hate to use the word clickbait, but a little bit, right? Like come up with some curiosity to make them want to click on that video. And then once you have that title, that's good curiosity and good search optimization, you want to save the video file, the thumbnail, the description, all with that name, and also put it in the intro to the video as well. All right, so that's the title. That's how you do it. It's going to be found in the search engine. So the next thing you need to do is you need to have a good thumbnail. That's the image that's displayed, because that's going to give you a high click-through rate. The click-through rate is everything. So some people are going to search for your video, and that's good, but in my videos, a lot of times like 75-80% of the views come from YouTube suggesting the video. And so if it has a good title and a good thumbnail, it's going to get a good click-through rate. Now you want your click-through rate to be at least 4% or better. That means that when YouTube shows it, people are going to click on it and watch it. If you're getting a low click-through rate, YouTube's not going to show your video to other people. They don't care about it. They're like, hey, they don't get any clicks, I'm not going to show it. So 4% or better. A lot of my really good videos will get 5, 6, 7, 8% click-through rate. And you do that through the title and through the thumbnail. Another thing is that when you open your video, you need to hook the person right off the bat. So I always try to open every single video with what's called the hot intro, H-O-T, and that's a hook, outcome, and testimonial. So the hook, really quickly, why they should watch. The outcome, if they watch this video, this is what they're going to get out of it, and the testimonial. So that would be like in this video, the outcome. If you watch this video, I'm going to give you 5 tips, right? The testimonial will be, this is how I grew my channel from 0 to 33,000 subscribers in 12 months. You understand? So we want to open it with that hot intro, and then throughout the video, we want to keep hooking to the end. If you stay to the end, I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to tell you about this, but I'm going to tell it in a little bit, right? So we want to keep hooking to the end to keep those people watching it. And then the next thing is you want to make videos that are at least 10 minutes long. Google rewards the watch time. So if you had a 3-minute video, even if they watched 100%, that's only 3 minutes of view time. If I have a 10-minute video and they watch 50%, that's 5 minutes of view time. And so that's the most important thing. This is really the meat of everything. Hopefully you wrote that down. Click-through rates 4% or better. You do that through good titles and good thumbnails. As far as thumbnails, you just need to test what works for your market. Look at other people that are really successful in your niche and see and maybe get some ideas for thumbnails, and then you need to test it for your own market. Open with that hot intro, keep hooking to the end, make videos that are 10 minutes long or longer. The next tip that I learned is consistency. You need to have consistency. Not only do your audience need to know what to expect from you, but Google wants to know what to expect from you. When you're consistent and Google knows, okay, every Thursday at noon, a new video comes out, which is when my videos come out, by the way, then they know to start prioritizing. They know to start looking for those. They know to start prioritizing those in the algorithms to start promote those more. So make videos consistently, a minimum of 1 time per week. Do it a minimum of 1 time per week, the same time, same day, every single week. If you could do 2 to 3 weeks, that's even better. It's more chances for people to find your content, more views on your channel and so forth. It's going to make all your numbers go up. But find something that you can be consistent with. 3 is pretty hard to do. I think 5 is overkill. 1 to 2 is probably ideal. I've experimented with all of those. I was doing 1, I went to 3 a week. I dropped down to 2 a week. I just dropped in about September, I think, I dropped down to 1 a week. And now going into the new year, I'm going to go back up to 2 videos a week. So you're trying different things and what works, but 1 to 2 a week works really, really well for me. The next thing is that you want to reply to all the comments. So it's social networking, right? So you're trying to build a social network, and you know that I always reply to every single comment. So leave me a comment and I'll reply to it. And I love to have conversations with everybody on there. I get all kinds of ideas. Helps me to understand things better. But you build that community, and those people will keep coming back to watch more and more videos. So reply to the comments. You need to study the statistics. So look at the analytics and look at which videos are getting the good click-through rates, which ones are getting the most view time, where people are dropping off on the video, which ones have the highest conversion of subscribers, which ones are getting the best like to dislike ratio, and then start doing more of what's working and less of what's not working. You need to keep making adjustments. All right, the next thing that I learned on YouTube and that you need to know for 2020 is that you need to have a long-term perspective. All right, like I said kind of earlier, like anything, it's awkward in the beginning. And, all good things in life, they take time. They start slow, but they build up steam. And so, it might take you 1 or 2 years before you're making money, but all of a sudden it starts happening. It's crazy how all of a sudden like a video can just get sucked up by the YouTube algorithm. It can go viral. The next thing you know, your channel can blow up. So you need to approach this with a long-term perspective. If you're only going to try it for a month or 2 months, don't even bother because you're probably wasting your time. But really commit. I mean, think about it. You'd go to college for 4 years or 5 years without expecting to get a job. So why wouldn't you put 2 years into YouTube without expecting to get paid like a job? But if you could commit to 2 years, I think you could make it. You could succeed in that time frame. So just be prepared for that. Now, if you do what I did, which is have a lead generation strategy, even when your channel is small, it made me a lot of money. So even the first couple months when I didn't have much subscribers, I still made a ton of money because I was generating leads and then selling stuff off of that. And so if you want to do that, you can monetize your channel super, super fast. If you're just going for views and ad revenue, it's going to take a lot longer. But either way, they're both passive income, which is my favorite way to earn income passively. And again, shameless plug, in the description I have a link that you can learn more about how you can do that. If you want more, leave it in the comments and I can make more videos about that if people are interested. So leave me in the comments if you want to know more about how to generate leads, how to sell products, generate passive income like that. And then the last thing is that you want to be prepared. Right, a crystal ball would have made this much easier. Right, I wish that I would have known what I was getting into in the beginning, but I didn't. And so we jumped in. I had to start making adjustments. And what really turned the corner for me was I earned an award. You can see this gold award back here. It's a 2 Comma Club award for ClickFunnels. So that means I sold $1 million in my website. I actually did that in 28 days off of leads from YouTube. And I went to there and I received this award, and I met all these other high-end marketers there, guys who were achieving really big things. And they have another award that's a 2 Comma Club X where it's $10 million. And I met some of the big names there like Dan Locke and Garrett White, and they're crushing it on YouTube. And I was able to learn from them. They gave me their tips and tricks, and when I started putting those tips and tricks into place, then things really exploded. And that's why I'm trying to share some of these with you. It's the fastest way to learn, right? Shortcut your success by learning from mistakes of others and successes of others. And so that's about it. If you want to know more about how to create your YouTube, how to grow it fast, how to monetize it even with a small subscriber base, with a small following, check out the description down below. Leave me comments and let me know what other questions you have. I'd love to help every one of you achieve the exact same results that I've had, because it's been life-changing and it's been awesome and it's been super, super fun. I love making videos. And that's about it. Give me some thumbs up on this video if you like it. If you don't like the video, give me thumbs down. Either way, let me know. I always love to hear from you. And that's it. To your success. I'm out.